Hi, I'm just Mike, and today I'm going to talk about a pretty big milestone for me. I'm officially 10 months away from retiring from federal service. First off, I want to apologize for being a bit quiet on the channel lately. Right now, it's summertime. I work a lot, and YouTube is not my priority. Plus, like a lot of people know, it really does take a lot to make a good video. Um, and it's easier for me to watch YouTube than it is to actually make videos. So this is just a hobby. I'm learning, having fun doing it. Um, and I will make more videos more often. Let's get down to what I want to talk about today. Today, again, like I said, it's a milestone. I'm 10 months from retiring. So this is going to be my plan, what I'm doing. To say it's not a plan for you, this is a plan for me. You can take from it if you want. Give me suggestions if you have any. Leave comments. I'd love to hear from you. But the one thing I've learned about a plan is it's got to be flexible. Life happens, the market will change, life will throw things out at you. I just had to put a roof on my house. Um, so you got to have a flexible plan. The other thing you've got to do before you can even make a plan, you got to come up with a budget. So I've got a person that I watch a lot, Buzz's Retirement Garage. It's an older, well, I say older, he's a little older than me. Not really older, so let's not go there. But he's retired. Him and his wife are living on just Social Security. And they've got a budget. Now he's got money saved up that he can supplement if he needs to. Most of the months he makes his budget, and some months he doesn't. And it's interesting to watch how he balances everything. They're doing real good, and it's a great channel, down to earth people. Go watch his channel, and it'll help you see all the different things that is in a budget. For me right now, I'm not gonna throw all my stuff out there. I'm not quite that comfortable yet. I'm gonna say my budget is gonna be $5,000 a month. Now that's like I said, that's just a ballpark figure. Okay. So now I got to figure out how I'm going to cover 5,000 a month. You can't retire if you can't cover it. You've got to come up with the money. So I'm lucky. I'm a federal employee right now, a FERS employee. I got 20 years in the military plus 24 years with NOAA, so it's going to be I combined them, so it'll be 44 years of service. I'll have a FERS pension. It's gonna be more than this, but, I'm gonna guess it's gonna be around $4,000 after taxes and everything. Um, I'll be 62, that's when I'm gonna retire, and the reason for retiring at 62 is at 62, you get your multiplier here goes from 1% to 1.1, and that 0.1% makes a huge difference when it comes to retiring. So if anyone's here as a FERS employee, they know you get your high 3 times the amount of years you've been in service times that multiplier. And like I say, at 62, that becomes 1.1. So that's the whole reason to wait till 62, for me at least. So let's say I get 4,000 a month from FERS. I need five. I'm $1,000 short. So I could take Social Security early at 62, and I think I'll get about 2,000 from Social Security. So that would technically cover it. That's one option. This is the part about being flexible. The other option is I do have a 401k. It's not a whole lot of money, but I could withdraw 1,000 or 2,000 a month from or from my 401k, and that'll buffer um, the amount of money needed to get that. So I'd be at 6,000 if I took out two. I could do it that way. The third plan, I mean, at first I'm going to do it that way, but the third plan would be to get a part-time job, maybe 20 hours a week. Got a lot of skills as a technician. I've worked a lot in my life, so I have a lot of knowledge, a lot of skills. I could go back to work where I was as a contractor, and that would make up the difference there. And then I wouldn't have to draw from my 401k, and I could save that as well. So those are my three options. Get a job, a part-time job to buffer it, to bridge the gap from 62 to 65. So my other part of my plan is to do that until I'm 65 and then take Social Security. And the reason I want to do that is I want to take Social Security at the same time I take Medicare. So there's 3 years there. During those 3 years, if my income is low enough, I can depending on my tax bracket, I could put some money aside and move it from to a Roth, from a traditional TSP to a Roth. Although I really don't have a whole lot of money in the TSP, so I don't think I'm really worried too much about required minimum distributions. But if there's even 40,000 or 50,000 at a time that keeps me from that bracket, there's no reason not to put it into a Roth, and not have to pay the taxes. And then at least at some point I'll be growing a Roth as opposed to growing the traditional taxed money. So that's the plan up to that point. Now you got to remember, I'm not a financial advisor. So what I would do if I was you, and this is what I've done, and I'm going to keep doing, is I always take my plan um, to a financial advisor, someone that's a pro. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money. You can go there and spend an hour with the guy or a person, and it may cost $100, $250. I don't know. It's going to cost you something, but that pro will look at your plan and tell you, well, maybe you may want to think of this. You might want to think of that. Like with me, I'm not planning on doing too much with the conversion to a Roth because I don't think the RMDs are not going to hit me that hard. However, he may tell me, no, you really need to do this. So those are things. The other thing is with me taking Social Security at 65, that's that 3-year gap I was talking about. If I was married, I may wait till I was 70. And the reason for married people to wait till they're 70 is the higher income earner, in case they were to pass later on, um, you want to be able to pass on to your spouse the largest amount of money from Social Security. Um, so there are reasons to wait till 70. And actually, if you can afford it, it's always better to wait because you're going to make more money. Um, and I know people will say, "Well, what if I die at 80? I don't cross the once you pass, you pass." So um, leaving money on the table, don't leave your life on the table. Your life is the most important thing. And when you pass, you pass. That's at least that's my things. So let me wrap things up here. I'm just a guy sharing my personal roadmap. I wrote this down. Sorry. I'm just a guy that's sharing my personal roadmap. The best advice is to build your own plan, run your own numbers, and then take it I put a fee only financial planner. Look at the blind spots. Yeah, that would be what I would do. Tell me what your plans are. What do you think? Are you going to take Social Security? 62, 65, 67, 70? When are you going to take Social Security? How many months or years left do you have until you retire? Now, I was working at age 16 in high school as a sophomore. So I've worked my whole life. I've never not had a job. I've started other jobs before I quit the other. I've never been unemployed. Um, so please, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like, subscribe button. I'll have more videos here soon. I'm in the background. It's so much easier to watch a video than it is to make one. Hope you like this. Like and subscribe. We'll talk to you later. Thank you. See ya. Peace.